Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, lived a kind and gentle girl named Cinderella. She lived with her wicked stepmother and two spoiled stepsisters who treated her terribly. They made Cinderella do all the household chores and never let her rest, but Cinderella remained kind-hearted and hopeful. One day, a royal announcement proclaimed that a grand ball would be held at the palace. The prince was searching for his bride, and every eligible young lady in the kingdom was invited. Cinderella's stepsisters were thrilled and immediately began preparing their dresses and hair, but they cruelly told Cinderella she wasn't allowed to go. Cinderella was heartbroken, but just as she had given up hope, her fairy godmother appeared in a sparkling cloud of magic. With a wave of her wand, the fairy godmother transformed a pumpkin into a dazzling carriage, mice into elegant horses, and Cinderella's rags into a beautiful gown. She even gave Cinderella a pair of glass slippers that sparkled like diamonds. As Cinderella marveled at her transformation, the fairy godmother warned her that the spell would break at midnight. Cinderella arrived at the ball and caught the prince's eye the moment she entered the room. They danced and laughed all night, forgetting about the world around them. As the clock began to strike midnight, Cinderella remembered her fairy godmother's warning. She dashed out of the palace, losing one of her glass slippers on the way. The prince found the slipper and was determined to find the mysterious girl who had stolen his heart. The next day, the prince issued a decree. Every maiden in the kingdom must try on the slipper. He would marry the one whose foot it fit. The prince and his men visited every house in the kingdom, finally arriving at Cinderella's home. Cinderella's stepsisters tried to force their feet into the slipper, but it was no use. When Cinderella shyly came forward, the slipper fit perfectly. The prince recognized her instantly, and they were reunited. Cinderella and the prince married in a grand ceremony, and they lived happily ever after. As for the wicked stepmother and stepsisters, they learned a valuable lesson about kindness and humility. From then on, Cinderella's kindness and grace were cherished throughout the kingdom, proving that goodness and hope can lead to a life of happiness and love.